On a hot summer afternoon, a young boy named Sam sat under the shade of an old oak tree, his arms crossed and a frown on his face. Life felt so unfair. His favorite toy had broken, his friends had left for a trip without him, and the heat seemed unbearable. Seeing Sam sulking, his grandfather, a kind man with a warm smile and wise eyes, walked over carrying a large, ripe watermelon. "Come, Sam," he said. "Help me cut this." Sam reluctantly stood up and joined his grandfather by the table. His grandfather sliced the watermelon open, revealing its bright red flesh. The fresh, sweet aroma filled the air. "Would you like a slice?" the grandfather asked. Sam nodded, and his grandfather handed him a piece. Sam bit into it, the cool sweetness a brief distraction from his woes. But his frown soon returned. "It's good," Sam muttered, "but it doesn't change anything. My toy's still broken, and my friends are still gone." His grandfather chuckled softly. "Fair enough." Then, to Sam's surprise, he took another slice of watermelon and sprinkled a pinch of salt onto it. "Why would you ruin it with salt?" Sam asked, wrinkling his nose. "Try it," the grandfather said, handing him the salted slice. Hesitant, Sam took a small bite. His eyes widened in surprise. "It's sweeter. How does that work?" His grandfather smiled. "The salt didn't ruin the watermelon, did it? Instead, it brought out the sweetness that was already there." Life is a lot like that, Sam. The hard times, the salt, can make the sweet moments stand out even more. Without a little salt, we might not truly appreciate what we have. Sam looked down at the slice in his hand, deep in thought. "So, even the bad stuff can make the good stuff better?" "Exactly," his grandfather said, patting Sam's shoulder. "It's all about perspective. Instead of letting the salt ruin your day, let it remind you of the sweetness you have, or the sweetness still to come." Sam finished the slice of watermelon, savoring its enhanced flavor. For the first time that day, he smiled. The heat didn't feel so overwhelming anymore, and he even started thinking about how he could fix his toy. From that day on, Sam carried the lesson with him. Whenever life threw him challenges, he remembered the watermelon and the pinch of salt. Instead of letting setbacks drag him down, he started to see them as reminders to cherish the sweetness that surrounded him. Happiness isn't about avoiding life's hardships, but learning to embrace them as part of the journey. Like a pinch of salt in a watermelon, challenges can make life's joys even sweeter, if we let them.